we're just very fortunate, and it is pinch yourself moments when you go into work and you go, oh, I'm working with Stephen Graham today, or Hannah, or Malachi, or Erin, or Darcy. You know, it's those things where you go, I'm a lucky boy.
You're probably wondering why I've gathered you all here. I understand some of you wish me dead, and I don't blame you. We're in danger, and we can't afford to doubt each other.
You fight your way, and I will fight mine.
Den kriminelt undervurderede tv-serie A Thousand Blows er nu aktuel med sin anden sæson på Disney+. Og vi tillader os altså at påstå, at serien er undervurderet, for den har fået relativt lidt omtale, og så har den også vundet blot én temmelig obskur pris. Og det er på trods af, at A Thousand Blows er en fuldkommen fremragende føljeton om 1880'ernes London, hvor alskens boksere, røvere, drankere og lykkejæger boldrer sig i storbyens underverden.
You learn to fight. Or this city will swallow you whole.
Serien er udtænkt af Stephen Knight, manden bag manuskripterne til glimrende film som Eastern Promises.
Forget any of this ever happened. Stay away from people like me.
Og Lock med Tom Hardy, som Knight også instruerede.
What's happened?
I'll fix it. It'll all go back to normal.
Og Knight står også bag en af nyere tids største tv-succeser, gangsterserien Peaky Blinders, hvilket igen gør det lidt spøjst, at A Thousand Blows ikke har fået mere opmærksomhed.
Tommy!
Og det fortjener den altså, for serien er både rørende, romantisk, sjov og elementært spændende.
This may be the bottom of the barrel, but we are gonna float elegantly all the way to the top.
Og vi bliver ført ind i seriens beskidte og fængslende verden af en håndfuld herlige karakterer, som de veloplagte skuespillere får os til at falde pladask for. Ikke mindst den gudsbenådede tricktyv Mary Carr.
My name is Mary Carr, Queen of the 40 Elephants. The biggest gang of female thieves in the whole of London.
Og den aldrende slagsbror Sugar Goodson, som på en gang er en intimiderende, omvandrende krudtønde. Men også en sjælfuld mand med et stort hjerte og store dæmoner.
Dear Lord, please help me to start a new beginning.
De to karakterer spilles i øvrigt af henholdsvis Erin Doherty og Stephen Graham, som netop har vundet talløse fortjente priser for deres pragtfulde præstationer i miniserien Adolescence. Og så må vi heller ikke glemme boksetalentet Hezekiah Moscow, der er rejst fra Jamaica til London for at starte på en frisk.
You can do it. You can be the next champion.
I want him off my patch.
Og hvis kampe både i og uden for ringen ofte slider på både vores nerver og hjerter.
They killed my brother, so I want revenge.
A pen is a gun, pen is a gun, I'm gonna
Hezekiah Moscow, the man himself.
So this is why you needed me. To clean up your mess.
Og alle de figurer og begivenheder er vel at mærke baseret på ægte mennesker og hændelser fra tidsperioden. Vi har talt med flere af seriens stjerner, inklusive den BAFTA-belønnede Malachi Kirby, der spiller Hezekiah Moscow, og også førnævnte Erin Doherty, der spiller Mary Carr. Vi har desuden interviewet James Nelson Joyce, som spiller Sugar Goodsons charmerende lillebror, bartenderen Edward Goodson, og Darcy Shaw, der spiller Alice Diamond, endnu en af de top-tjekkede 20 i 40 Elephants.
It's 2 bob a day, worth getting your throat cut for, darling.
Fuck 2 bob a day, I want to be an elephant.
Where are you from then?
Covent Garden. Shit, I'm in the rotten apples.
4 fremragende skuespillere i en fremragende serie, og i vores interviews er der selvfølgelig kun ét rigtigt sted at starte, og det er med selve den skønne start, som hvert afsnit har. There's a lot of things of this show that I haven't been able to get out of my head, but especially one thing that I haven't been able to get out of my head or out of my ears, which is the theme song of this show, yeah. Which is just so amazingly catchy.
I've got it as my ringtone on my phone.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
You'll have to put it on mine as well.
I'll put it on yours.
Yeah.
So whenever someone from the cast calls you, it starts
Even if my mum calls me, I feel like Mary Carr's gonna walk behind me and stab me in the back.
And you know they have that feature on TV now where you can skip the credits and just kind of get straight to the thing. I never skip the credits on this. Like it's part of the show for me. It's just kind of seeing the pictures and hearing the song. It's like if I haven't heard that, then I haven't started the show yet.
Agreed.
So
Agreed. The music is so good.
Honestly,
Yeah, they should actually remove that skip function. There's something for me about it. It's such important, especially in a show like this, to just like open you up to the universe and the space of the show and the vibes and the feel of it is so important. So don't skip that.
I agree.
Don't skip people.
Co-sign.
I was so immersed in this show for the few days that I was watching it, and obviously you've been so much more immersed in the world of this show while you were making it across a much wider span of time, and you were immersed in the sounds of this world, the language of the world, the characters, the time, the feel. And I was wondering, because obviously 1880s London seems much more brutal and uninviting and nasty than our modern world. Sometimes not that much, you know, but I was wondering, with both of you having been so immersed in this time, so immersed in this space, is there anything from that time and space that you found yourself now, you know, admiring or being a fan of now?
I think one of the things is just like the real sense of community, you know, in that space, like real community, not just like you really know your neighbours, do you know what I mean? But you're in London. I feel like you still have that on the outskirts of London now, and if you go into Surrey or into Kent or whatever, there's still that up north. But in London, to have that and to actually be collaborating and to be working together is definitely something special that I've taken from it.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah.
And then you can't help but be invested in other people's lives just as intensely as your own. Like I think it's so easy to be quite isolated now.
Yeah.
You're on your own timeline, you're after your own goals, but actually there's something to be said for that sense of community, and then what that then means for investing yourself in other people's success.
Yeah.
And giving yourself to that journey as well.
Yeah. When you think about it, these characters, like their lives change with one conversation with a stranger.
Yeah. Oh, you're not drinking, love?
Off a ship, are you?
Most sailors off a ship, first thing they do is buy a drink.
You two ladies are from London, yes?
They're suddenly on a different trajectory, you know? And it's like imagining a world like that, which could be and is for some people, I guess. But imagine if you bumped into a stranger now and actually engaged with them instead of walking past them, and then suddenly you're doing something different with your life. Like that's what they're navigating, you know? And it's pretty profound, I think.
I think when we were out on the set, there's a lot of like, I know this sounds really random, but like just fires all the time.
Yeah, there was a lot.
You
But I love
to
that
open
smell.
Fire. I love that smell. So I think that's really cool. Like people just stood round a little fire, and I was like, oh. I mean, they're doing it for the reason of keeping warm, which obviously we don't have to do. And then also, I remember people roasting chestnuts, and I tried one. It was actually really nice. So that was all right. But I'm not sure I'd want to be a Victorian.
No.
Oh,
absolutely not.
And not you either, James. You're not looking for a time machine to go back to 1880s London either.
Definitely not. I mean, I wouldn't mind a pet horse, but that's about it.
Horse.
Obviously, like the episodes say in the opening text, it is inspired by true people, by a true time, by a true place. And when it is that, how much as actors are you steeping yourself in the time and the history and research of this world? How does that help you as actors? Or is it more about staying away from that and then waiting until after and then just doing your own interpretation of everything?
No, it's always important to find out as much as you can. Because it can just, even if it just helps with the slightest nuance of your performance, then it, and why wouldn't you want to know about the real life of your characters or the time, what it was like to live there?
It's funny as well though, on set I sometimes felt like it did feel like we were in a modern drama when you're acting it, like the acting itself is like, and the way the lines are, even though some of them are quite wordy.
I see something in you. That's why I'm keeping you close.
Really? Because from what I hear, you don't have much choice.
I don't need anyone by my side who don't want to be here.
Given all that like slang and all the Victorian words and stuff, it still felt like just conversations. So I think that's the best thing about this job, because it's like steeped in history but also feels like real life.
Yeah.
Like they brought it to life, so it's really cool.
Yeah, that perfect blend of historical and contemporary.
Yeah, exactly.
Vi var også nødt til at spørge ind til en nøglescene i seriens første sæson.
Just listen to me for once. You've let obsession ruin you. If I'd allowed you to fight Hezekiah on the West End, you'd have disgraced yourself, win or lose.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Just move on from this petty grudge, please.
Og hvis du altså ikke har set serien, så opfordrer vi dig til at se den nu, før du ser med videre herfra. And also, I mean, James, now that, of course, the focus of this injury is the second season, I think it's okay to just do like a little spoiler question about the first season, because something that really gave me a great gut punch was the heart-wrenching fight, of course, between Edward and Sugar, of course. That's such a powerful scene.
And you're angry. You're angry at me for taking your place in the ring. Well, Hezekiah's taken it all, and you just let him. All you got left is this dump of a pub and your silly pride. And as for Mary, yeah, fuck it, I'll say it. No wonder she's not interested in you.
So it's so heartbreaking. And I imagine as an actor, both the physical aspects of it, but also the emotional aspects of it must have been such a great challenge as an actor.
Look, it's a job we all want to do, innit? We want to be actors, and then to get to work alongside Stephen Graham and, you know, do these big intense scenes. It's if you're a football fan that's playing at Wembley, if you're a tennis fan that's playing at Wimbledon, it's, you know, it's all those things. It's just a gift. We're very, very lucky to be in the position we're in. And, you know, the cast, the crew, everyone on this job is like top of the game. So, you know, we're just very fortunate, and it is pinch yourself moments when you go into work and you go, oh yeah, I'm working with Stephen Graham today, or Hannah, or Malachi, or Erin, or Darcy. You know, it's those things where you go, I'm a lucky boy.
Yeah. But also, I guess it must be one of the most difficult acting disciplines in the whole world to appear to be angry with Stephen Graham, because he just seems like the nicest bloke on earth. I mean, that must be a challenge.
Yeah, it is. It is, because he is the loveliest bloke on the planet. So
yeah.
But he'd do things to get at me. Don't you worry about that. He'd do things.
He knows how to pull your strings also. Yeah. I fell so much in love with also the relationship between these two characters that, because we're focusing on the second season, I think we can spoil this breakup scene in the first season, which just hurt me so much.
Every word that comes out of your mouth is a lie.
I have lied. I lie. I lie. I lie so much to everyone I know. It's what keeps me alive. But this is true. This. Yes.
I was like trying to think, have I seen a more hurtful breakup scene? Maybe like Fleabag or Brokeback Mountain, but it's up there with those in terms of just the raw emotional power of it.
I love you too.
Get the fuck off me!
This is the only thing in my life that has ever been true.
You are dead to me, Mary Carr.
No.
And I know it's just fiction and you're acting, but still to have to be so emotionally invested in a scene, it's such a small contained scene. How challenging was that?
I loved it. How did you feel?
I think probably the challenging part of it was just doing it over and over again. And still keeping that same intensity and same truth and same presentness with each other. Because I think there was like a real thing happening alongside a, you know, acting thing of just raw emotion of like the actual relationship that we've developed together and the journey that we'd been on up until that point in the show, and just, you know what I mean? Like there was like a lot happening, and that was close to the end of the shoot. And so I think there was something about, like, sometimes you're just tired. Sometimes emotion comes out just because you're tired. But even though you're tired as an actor, there's still something that's tired about these characters that's just like, you spoke about, like, this desperation of just like, I just need you to, do you know what I mean? And me kind of desperately wanting to love you, but having no idea how, because I cannot trust you. And those two worlds colliding, it was a lot. But I'll never forget it. Yeah.
It was fun this season to kind of go off in the other direction, in the sense that basically Hez almost subconsciously takes in how Mary approaches the world, and Mary vice versa. So they find themselves kind of embodying the other one through no conscious choice of their own. But eventually they still come back, and they still have to figure out how they meet in the middle.
Yeah.
But I think it's a really interesting pairing of souls, I guess. Like they're like magnets. They can't stay away from each other.
I have something that keeps me here a little longer.
What kind of something?
Like I said, I binged both of these seasons, and I think they were both shot pretty much simultaneously, right? Also, it feels like it's such a greatly contained little story of these 12 little episodes. But at the same time, it does feel like it keeps that door open to further adventures for some of these characters. What do you feel? Do you feel like this is the perfect send-off, or would you like to return to this world as well at some point?
We want to return.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love that. That'd be the best. Just gonna have to wait and see.
Of course, there's also prequels to be made. I mean, we need to find out about the first 999 blows, of course. Before we reach this point.
It's no wrath like a woman scoring hot. Now I bet you wish. It's the dawn of a new era. And I'm about to have these grown men crying.